connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can make money online.
So we are not looking at just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cause another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall
That's right.
Mr.
Yes.
Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your eyes together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist.
My name is Sam Harvard.
Amazing. Let's start by being sure that you can hear me. It's going to be a very long night and very sweet one. Please type for me in the chat 111 if you can hear me. I'd like to see you respond in the chats. If you're on Zoom or you're on YouTube, anywhere you are, just type 111. Grace, it's good to see you. Johnny Jopeg, you're welcome. All right, fantastic. So you can just do me a favor and type where you are joining from. Apologies for taking 11 minutes out of our 3 hours. Okay, Lagos, James from Lagos, Tosin from Abuja, we have Sam Asanga from Lagos, Stanley from Jos, wow. Esther from Ogun State, we have Esther from Abuja, Dotun is also joining in from Lagos. Where are the YouTube people? How do I find the YouTube thing now? I'm using style to look for the
YouTube chat. I found it. It's hidden here. Awesome. Ginika from Imo State. Oh, awesome. Grace all the way from Uyo. Okay, please. I didn't say where you're from. I mean where you're watching from. That's what I meant. So fantastic. All right. It's good to have you all on the masterclass tonight. We're going to have a very interesting time together. And I wish I could waste time to get more people to come, but I need to reward those of you who are here early by starting regardless. And I do not used to give replay of the masterclass. I think replays are only meant for VIP people. So let's get right into it. Are you ready tonight? All right, Sam from Lagos. Good to see you. Are you all ready tonight? Fantastic. Tosin Obaja, NYC Notion. That's interesting. That is interesting. Wow. That's definitely more than a decade now. That's about 15 years or so. 15, 13 years, I think it was. Wow, amazing. It's good to connect with you. It's good to see you. Even though I can't see you yet, but at least you can see me, so it's fine. All right. So please permit my face. I've been on a project for a while, so I've been working back to back for days. I've not really had sleep. So I just had to do this masterclass this week because I just had to do this. So let's get started and get you on point. All right. Are you all ready? Do you have your writing pads and booklet? I have my own very big one here, by the way, which could still make me write. I'm supposed to be able to do some writing. I forgot to prepare stuff. Let me see if I can get it ready. So I can write for you. Also, I like to teach and write, so I guess I'm going to get to a point where I'll have to write. So where is my writing board? Just a minute. We are going to have a very interesting time together. I just want to make sure that we get everything right. Okay, I think I'm good with this. Let's see. Let me see if this is working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, fantastic. It's working. All right. So when I'm ready, I'll come back to you. So I just let it live like that. All right. Fantastic. So let's go. I'm going to be sharing my slides. I've got slides. And okay, I need to be on this side a little bit so I can be in the center. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Personal Brand Masterclass. All right, we have a whole lot to cover today and it's going to be very interesting. So there are going to be about 3 different sections that we're going to have. The first section is going to be the foundational section, and then the second section will be a little bit of practicals, and then the third section is where I'm going to show you the money. All right, so we're going to have a very amazing time. So do me a favor. Can you just type for me what your expectations are for today's masterclass? What's your expectation? What do you really, if all I do was to teach you that thing, you are fulfilled, what could that be? All right. What could that be if everything you got tonight is that one thing, you are completely fulfilled? What will that be for you? Okay, fantastic. I want to know and learn from word of my knowledge of building a visible personal brand on coaching and mentoring. Okay, so if I can show you exactly how you can build a visible personal brand on coaching and mentoring journey, tonight would be perfect. Okay, fantastic. Grace just want to learn from. Okay, you're going to learn a whole lot tonight. I actually prepared 1,000 slides Yes, don't be intimidated. But I'm not going to present my 1,000 slides tonight. I want tonight to be a lot more practical and interactive, and I don't want to do much of slides. But then I'm still going to be presenting about 175 slides to you tonight. Nonetheless, Stanley says, I want to get to the level that my name and presence in a room will mean a lot. Okay, fantastic. Who else? Who else? What are your expectations tonight? I'm using style to stall a little bit so that I'll get all those latecomers to be part of the room. Okay. All right, so let's get started. You can keep dropping it. I'll keep on looking at the charts. So if there's anything that I need to notice, I'll keep on doing that. But I'm going to just start right now. Y'all can still hear me? Am I still audible? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. So, you are on one of two paths. All of you that are here tonight. Path one, you are on a path of building a forgettable brand. So what this means is you're probably posting content randomly online, just like every other person is doing out there. And you are hoping something will stick. All right? People have no idea who you are or what you do or the value you represent. So they are not engaging and they are definitely not buying whatever it is you are selling. You see other people who are in the same field as you getting paid, sometimes 100 times of what you are earning. And you are wondering, God, when? Well, the reality is that you are probably better than these people that are making more money than you are. But they are earning more, and you are always asking, God, when? Or you are on path two, which is a path to building an intentional brand. And this is where you own what people associate you with. You are in control. Your content builds trust and move people towards a decision. You become an authority in your field and ultimately earn the highest income possible. So, if you are on part one right now, my job today is to redirect you toward part two. All right, where you will be able to build a solid personal brand intentionally. Something bold, impactful, and ultimately profitable in any field of your choice. And if you're already on path two, you're already doing fine already, you're already, doing incredibly well in your personal brand, but you are not getting the most of your personal brand yet. Or you are still struggling with consistency. Don't worry. This masterclass is also for you. Okay? And in case you don't know me yet, let me introduce myself. My name is Sam Harvard, and I run VAD Media. And I've done over $5 million with my personal brand. And my job here today is very, very simple. It is to show you the path to building your own profitable personal brand. That's all my job is today. So, first things first, what is personal branding? Can anyone help out? Give me what you understand by personal brand. Anybody? Somebody give me. All right. For us to be able to get the best out of what we're looking for, we need to be able to define it. It's very important to understand where we are going. So before I let the cat out of the bag, I just want to read maybe one or two of what you think you understand by personal branding. I'm waiting. But hey, where are the YouTube people? I'm waiting. Fantastic. I see you on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome to. I'm engaging more on Zoom. That's why. So, in case you're wondering why I'm not responding to you on YouTube, engaging more on Zoom. All right, fantastic. Okay, so let's go on while I wait for people who are defining personal brand for me. There are two keywords in the word personal branding, and I want you to please pay attention to what I'm about to show you. The first word is the word personal. The second word is the word branding. Johnny says it's simply being conscious about the way people see you and perceive your presence. Johnny, thank you very much. That's a very brilliant way to put it. Okay, so there are two keywords in personal branding. We have personal and the word branding. So for us to get the real meaning of what personal branding means, or a personal brand, what it means, we need to be able to define what personal means, and we need to be able to define what branding means. And that's exactly what we're going to do quickly. Now, this is how I like to define branding. Branding equals association. Branding equals association. So the question is, there are always two things. There is one that we call our memory, and there is something that is a new information. When something appears to you, for you to understand what that thing is, your brain begins to search for memories of what that thing you are just seeing can be associated with. If you do not see the thing, you will not know exactly what it is that you are looking for. There's a video I would have loved to show you. I'm not sure if I loaded it. I don't think I loaded the video here. But some people performed an experiment and they put together a bunch of little children. They were about maybe 1 year old or less than a year old, something about that. And these children, they put a lot of non-poisonous snakes, very big snakes, different types of snakes, but they probably have removed their venom and all. So they dump a lot of these snakes around these children, and the children were playing with the snakes. None of them were crying, none of them ran, none of them showed any kind of fear. They were all smiling and happy and looking at the snakes. You know, they were playing with the snakes, and the adults were cringing like, oh my God, what's happening? But the children, why? Because they have no memory to associate the snake they were seeing with. Hence, they had no fear. They were not afraid because there was nothing to associate it with. Now, everything you see, all right, when I show you an image, your brain immediately wants to associate it with something. The question is, if that thing is a positive emotion or a positive memory, what you are seeing, you give it a good response. If what you are seeing is a negative thing, you give it a negative response. So when we're talking about branding, it is what we associate something with from our memory. All right. So if I show you this logo, I have to refresh this page. If I show you this logo, what do you associate it with? What do you associate it with when you see it? Nike, that's the name of the brand. But what does Nike want to be associated with? Who can help me? Sports. Jordan. So Michael Jordan was one of the most talented NBA star of his time, probably of all time. And everybody loved him, he's doing great stuff. So these people that are selling shoes, like when people see our logo, our shoe, we want them to be thinking about Michael Jordan. We want them to be thinking about sports, about basketball, about, great performance. That's what we want them to be thinking about. So they decide to associate themselves with the guy, such that whenever you see Nike, you're not seeing a shoe, you're not seeing a pair of running shoes, you're seeing pure performance in sports. All right, that's what you begin to see. So branding is association. So what it means is, when you see my face, what comes to your mind? When people see your face, what comes to their mind? When they see your logo, what do they remember? What are they thinking about because of you? So that's exactly what we are talking about. So that is what branding means. All right. So the second keyword is personal. So it's talking about an individual. All right. With this simple formula, your name plus your face equals to what comes to mind. So when either your face appears or your name appear, what comes to the mind of people? That's the definition of personal branding, what we're talking about. So let me ask you some quick, simple questions. All right. Now, this face and this name, when you see it, what comes to your mind? Can you type for me in the comment section? When you see Tiger Woods, either his face or the name, what comes to your mind? What do you associate them with? Golf. Fantastic. Number 2, when you see this face and this name, Tony Elumelu and his picture, what comes to mind? UBA. That's United Bank of Africa, banking. Fantastic. Let's go further. When you see this guy and this name, what comes to mind? This is Dwayne Johnson and his picture. Someone say actor, wrestling, fantastic. Okay, that's the most followed man in America. When you see this face and this name, what comes to mind? This is Elon Musk and his picture. Someone said Tesla, the richest man in the world, is now second richest man in the world currently. He's going to be richest man again very soon. Technology, yeah. Innovation. So you are seeing the answers others are typing back. Follow me gradually. What about this one? When you see Mike Tyson and this face, what comes to mind? Boxing. Fantastic. And last but not the least, of course, this is not even the last. This is second to the last. When you see this face and this name, what do you see? Let me see if somebody is going to type the word. What comes to mind? Football, yes. Professional football, yes. What comes to mind? Most followed on IG, okay, yeah. Nobody's going to win my gift tonight. Stanley, thank you, congratulations. Okay, yeah, you didn't win yet, but I wanted you to win something. Yeah, I like because I'm biased about Ronaldo. Now, the most important image I'm going to show you today is the next one. When we have your face and your name, what comes to mind? When we have your face and your name, what comes to people's mind? That is the definition of your personal brand. All right. What do you want to be associated with? Just like all these examples that I just gave to you, you associated them with something. You associated them with somebody. You associated them with different ideas. In some cases, some of you are putting multiple things together because of them. But when your face appears and your name, what comes to mind? But more importantly, the next question, and this one, 99% of people ignore it. What do you not want your name to be associated with? Aha. See, it's not just about what you want to be associated with. It's about what do you not want to be associated with. I'm going to show you some very incredible frameworks today, and I'd like you to please pay attention. All right. Now, you are like a king or a queen. The question is, what would you associate a king with? If you can list those things, what you are doing, what you have been doing, is it reflecting a king or a queen? What you want to be associated with, the things you have been doing, are they reflecting that thing? All right. So it's not enough about what you want to be associated with. You have to be sure what you do not want to be associated with. What are the things you don't want to be known for? When your name ever appear or your face ever appear, you don't want people to think of you this way, but you want them to think of you that way. That is very, very important. All right. Now, let's define personal branding properly. This is my definition. Very simple. Personal branding is all about controlling and increasing your perceived value in a chosen niche. Controlling and increasing your perceived value in a chosen niche. Now, something interesting just happened inside this definition. Now, the first word, there are a lot of keywords in this definition which are very important. I'd like you to look at. The first one here is controlling. You have to be in control. Second one is you have to increase something. The third one, which is the most important one here, is perceived value. All right? Perceived value. And then, of course, the last one is your chosen niche. So, which means not in all area, but in any area you choose to play in this life, what is the perception of your value in that area? And how do you be in control of that thing? And how do you increase that value as well? So, working to increase the value, working to increase the perception, and controlling how they perceive me, how they perceive you, is the process of personal branding. You are a personal brand, even if you don't know the meaning, because it's either nobody knows you except your friends and family. That's if you are even good to them. And even those friends and family, what they associate you with is something negative. When you enter the room, everybody stands up, they want to go. When it's your turn to do something, they are just not feeling you. All right. Everybody else is having a skill. You have the same skill. They all seem to be doing fine, making good money, but you are not doing fine. I'll give you a story. Some years ago, I was mentoring a lady, and she is one of the best MCs I've actually met. She's very good. I actually met her at an event I went to speak, and she was the MC. So she reached out after the event and said, "Oh, I'd like to buy one of your courses. I'd like to take a program from you and stuff." So that way we were able to connect, and eventually I was working with her brand. And I asked her, "How much are you currently charging to do your MC stuff?" And she told me, I think at that time, 200,000 naira. So I was like, "Oh, interesting." Now, I showed her another lady who is also an MC. And I asked her, "How much do you think they pay this lady to do the same thing you do?" And she said, "I think the minimum she's charging is 5 million. I said, "Hold on. This lady, does she have two heads?" Said, "No." Is she Nigerian? Yes, she's also Nigerian. So why would people pay her 5 million? And they will even be begging, hoping that she's available to cover their event. But you are the one that will be following people up to pay you your 200K. And I've seen the lady do her thing. That's the 5 million lady. And I've seen you do your thing. In my judgment, you are better than this other lady. So why is it that people pay this lady 5 million and they will tell you why you should manage 200K? And she was like, she doesn't know this and that. And I said, let me tell you why. The reason is very simple. And this is for everybody who's on this call. You are all good at one thing or another. You are all into one business or another. You've all gone to school, got a degree, or learned some professional program, or you've acquired some skills already. But whatever they are paying you today, there are other people who are either selling the same products, doing the same business, or who have the similar skills, who are doing way better than you are doing. And the reason is very simple. I told her, why they pay that lady 5 million and they beg her to come for their events is very simple. It's because they see it as a privilege that lady is the one anchoring their events. But you see it as a privilege to anchor their events. I said, You say, what does that mean? I say, yeah, very simple. Because this lady is known by a lot of people. All right. When they are talking about their events, people will say, do you even know that it was so and so that was the MC? And the person will be like, wow, these people are doing fine. That lady is charging a lot for them to be able to afford her. It means their status is high. Do you see what just happened? The 5 million lady is a brand. Those people want to be associated with our brand. Hence, they will pay anything she's charging because they want their event to be associated with the brand that lady is bringing. Can I tell you a funny story? How many of you know there's this American pastor, T.D. Jakes? Please, if you know T.D. Jakes, give me 222 in the chat. If you know T.D. Jakes, give me 222 in the chat. I think I need to get rid of these suits. I'm in my workstation. This is work stuff. You know T.D. Jakes? Yeah. There was this story. I don't know how true that is. That T.D. Jakes was going for an event, was in a limo, and they were running late. And so they were driving too fast, and somehow police saw them over speeding and then stopped them. And before the police parked and got to where they were, you know, the limousine thing, the driver went to the back seat and T.D. Jakes went to the driver's seat and collected the limo cap and wore the limo cap and was waiting for the driver, for the policeman. And the policeman got to them and saw T.D. Jakes as the driver and was like, sorry, please go, please go, please go. So the partner of the police was like, why did you let them go? Was like, do you know who the driver is? He said, no. What do you mean? He said, the driver was Bishop T.D. Jakes. It means the passenger must be Jesus Christ. So I cannot stop our Lord and Savior. Let them go. So that's the part. I don't know if that really happened, but you get the point. So the popular lady that is charging 5 million, everybody knows her. So the people who are organizing the event sees it as a privilege that she is the one that is anchoring their event. But for you, nobody knows you. You are good though, but who knows you? You getting where I'm going? Don't worry, this is going to be very, very clear. So there is one word that has appeared in this definition that I want you to please pay attention to, and it's the word perception. Perception is a cognitive reality or realism, which means every reality you see is based on your perception. Every reality you see is based on your perception. So I'm going to ask your screen and pick a choice. Do you recognize this face? Was he a good person or a bad person? Please give me your answers in the chat. Was he a good person or a bad person? I have mostly Nigerians in class today, so definitely you all should be able to understand this guy. Was he a good person or a bad person? Just give me good or bad in the chat. Some people say terror. Just give me good or bad, because it's good or bad. Yeah, let's just good or bad. All right. So that's good. Let's move to the next person. Are you ready? Was this man good or bad? This is Adolf Hitler. The first person was General Sani Abacha. Dictator, Nigerian head of state dictator guy sometime. This is Adolf Hitler, the Hitler guy, crazy guy. Was he good or bad? All right, good. Bad. A lot of bad. Terror. What about this guy? This is Bats. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bala Blue. Ulaba. Was he good or bad? Bad. Okay, what about this guy? Is he good or bad? Or was he good or bad? Okay, they are still in power. So, is he good or bad? Good. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is neither good nor bad, depending on who you are asking. There are people who owe their lives to this man today. When his face or his name appears, the only thing they see is their hero. Okay? It's just that I'm very sure that there are more people who will say God forbid when his face appears than people who are saying thank God. Yeah, that's all I know. This guy also, an entire country right now hates him because he killed over 6 million or so of them. But there are people who still see him as a great man. Now, if you're here and you have ever worn Hugo Boss, another designer clothes, without this man, there would have not been Hugo Boss, that designer clothes. A lot of other brands would not have been born without this man. To them, he's a hero. So he's neither really good nor bad, depending on who you're asking. The same with this guy. At least if you ask Sheyi Law, he's going to tell you he's a great guy. To many Nigerians, he's a terrible man right now. But there are people in his camp who are making bazooka money because of him. So to them, he's neither good. I mean, he's a good guy. This guy is one of the greatest human beings that ever lived, in my own opinion. That is my personal perception of him. This is my ultimate Euro president guy. I don't know if you don't like him. Well, that's you're entitled to your own opinion about that. So, what is working here is perception. So, ladies and gentlemen, people are going to form two kinds of perception about you. Except you intervene, then the third one can come. The first perception they're going to form about you is a negative one. The second perception they're going to form about you is a I don't know one. Like, who's this? Who? But when you decide to begin to build your personal brand, all right, you will be in control. And you can make sure that for as many as you can reach, you are in control of how they perceive you. Let me come back to the definition again. So you are controlling and you are increasing the perception of people about you. Let's talk about corporate branding a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a particular product. And that product, when people take it, they are going to remove about 2 hours out of their lifespan every time they take my product. But I have a goal that product, they will be taking it every day. And I want billions of people to be taking that product. That is my business plan. But that product is poison. It's going to be killing them. And I'm going to write it on the product package that if you take this product, you will die young. It will remove 2 hours out of your lifespan, but people will be buying the product. Am I delusional? Do you think my product will succeed? Give me an answer in the chat. Give me an answer in the chat. Do you think my product will do well if that is what I'm trying to do? Ow. Ow. I know why you're saying yes. Those of you are saying yes. There's definitely no way that was going to succeed because you know there is a product like that. Thank you, smart people. Cigarettes, that's exactly what they do. That's why you're saying yes, because it's the same strategy. Nobody out of all of us here would wake up tomorrow and say that is a product he or she wants to go and do. All right? Now, Coca-Cola is one of the strongest brands in the world. And up until recently, a drink began to sell more than Coca-Cola. And before that drink was born, a lot of businesses tried to dethrone Coca-Cola. All right. You know what they are all doing? Let's make our drink bigger than Coca-Cola and let's make it cheaper than Coca-Cola. And as they go low, Coca-Cola will go lower. And before you know it, Coca-Cola will either buy them over or kick them out of the market. Until a group of guys came back and said, we want to compete with Coca-Cola, but this is what we're going to do. Coca-Cola bottle is big, so they're giving people enough drink. We are going to make our own very small. Coca-Cola is sweet and people like it. It's refreshing and all of that. We're going to make our own bitter and taste terrible. And Coca-Cola is affordable. People can buy it. And we're going to make our own very expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how Red Bull was born. And today, Red Bull sells more per annum than Coca-Cola. Perception. So for those who know how to control how others see them, their perceived value will begin to go up. None of you would associate with some of the people that you enjoy looking at or that you spend your time engaging their content with in physical, except the fact that they became something sensational online. For example, none of you will employ someone like Pella in your job, in your office, in your business, because he's rude, his English is terrible, so many things about him that is not cool. But today, if you were in a mall and Pella came into that mall, you will probably leave what you are doing to watch him, greet him, snap picture with him, whatever. If you have the opportunity to employ him in your business, you will most likely do that. Why? Because of his perceived value. He has no value to offer anybody, really. I don't think he's funny, even though I enjoy watching him. So maybe it's just entertainment value. But the guy is loved by a lot of people. He makes a lot of money. He's extremely influential. If Pella wants to see the president of Nigeria today, I think he's only one phone call away. The president will see him because the president knows him. All right? Your governor or local government chairman does not even know you. But somehow, he has that perceived value. So his ability to increase and control how people perceive him is what is giving him the success that he's having today. All right? So, now, before we go further into all of these things, let me quickly share with you why you should build your personal brand. Now, we have talked about personal branding or what it means. Please, do you understand it now? Let me go back. Do you understand it now? Personal branding is all about controlling and increasing your perceived value. How people see you. You want to be in control. When your name shows up, when your face shows up, you want them to associate it with something good in their memory. That is what you want. That is what personal branding is. So why should you build personal branding? So I'm about to show you some incredible benefits of building a personal brand. And this really would help a lot of you that have not started to leave whatever it is you are doing and begin to do this like crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever money you are making today, when you begin to build your personal brand, that amount can double, triple, go 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. And I'm not kidding. If you're making 100 million already, you can start making 1 billion or 10 billion when your personal brand starts to work. If you're making 100 million, 50 million naira, you can start making in dollars because of personal brand. And I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to be sharing with you 7 irresistible reasons you have to build your personal brand. So let's go. First one is you need it for global recognition. All right. Your content gives you visibility beyond borders. You begin to attract international clients. You begin to attract international partnerships, international awards, and access to global opportunities. You are not limited to just where you are anymore. Your name begins to go to where your feet has not even gotten to. And one of the big examples that I love is my friend Vusi. Phenomenal guy. A lot of you probably have seen his content. All right. Now, he is today Africa's most sought after speaker by a lot of length. The minimum this guy collects right now to give a keynote is $50,000. I knew when he was collecting less than $5,000. About 1 million on TikTok, YouTube, the same thing. And he told me a story about how one particular, I've forgotten the name of the country now. One very hidden country somewhere in Asia saw a TikTok video of his, reached out and found him somehow through TikTok, through different means, and then asked him to come and speak at their event in their country. They paid for everything and paid him $100,000. You know what $100,000 means? That's about 160 million naira to just come and speak. You might not be a speaker, whatever it is you're doing, and I'm going to blow your mind very soon. All right. The second reason that you have to begin to build a personal brand today, not tomorrow, is because of your legacy. Let me do a little poll. Please, everybody, try and answer me. If you are below 40, type 333. If you are above 40, type 555. Let me see. I want to split the class into two. Let's talk about something cool. You are below 40, type 333. If you are above 40, type 555. Thank you. Last week, I think it was, something tragic happened that made me tear a couple of times. I love the US a lot, and I can say I'm a conservative because I love Trump, MAGA movement, and everything. Charlie Kirk, one of the greatest, most brilliant guys in the world, was shot and killed publicly. I'm sure you all have seen the news. And he was 31 years old. He's no longer with us. I'm sure that day he was planning what they would do in the evening. He had plans for what they would do the next day. One of his biggest conferences coming up in December. They are planning for it already. But somehow, he's no longer here with us. But a lot of you did not know him until he got killed. That is legacy. His voice is always going to sound in the next 100 years. People would always hear him. So, if you leave the world today, what blueprint are you going to leave? Is it house? Business? Is that what you want to leave? Some of you don't even have the house and business. Let me ask you a question. Can you do me a favor? Please, how many of you know your grandfather's name? Please type me if you know your grandfather's name. M-E. Good. If you know your grandfather's name, can you please Google him and tell me what you find? A quick classwork, everybody. If you know your grandfather's name, Google him. Tell me what you find. How many of you here will pay money to have 1 hour of conversation with your grandfather? Let's assume he's no longer alive, because some of you are so young, your grandfather is still alive. My dad, if he was alive, he would be like 9 if he was alive. So we are not the same age. How much more my grandfather? How many of you will pay to have 1 hour conversation with your grandfather? Because some of you have grandfathers that you had the story that he was a rich man, was a great man. He was some of you, your grandfather is a nobody. But then you would have loved to sit with them and talk to them. Okay, maybe grandfather is too much. How about your dad? Can you Google your father's name? What do you find? Come on, help me, everybody. Google your father's name. What do you find? Nothing they go good. Nothing. ChatGPT did not know him. If they even they bring a name, it's not your father's name, it's someone else. And some of you, your dad is available. The question is, do you want to end up like your grandfather? Do you want to end up like your father? In case you're no longer here, what do you want people to see when they search for your name? What do you want to be said about you when you're no longer here? Do you still want to be speaking even when you are no longer here? A lot of you have recorded video, but you have not posted it. Who told you you are the owner of tomorrow? Who told you I will start next month? You're going to be here next month. Those of you who have children already, their children's children may not meet you here, but wouldn't it be a thing of legacy, a thing of honor for them to be able to read a book you wrote, for them to be able to watch a video of you giving your perspective about your area of expertise, talking about products and services and how you're helping people? Wouldn't it be nice that they can create an AI avatar with hologram of your photo and they can sit with that AI avatar and learn from grandpapa's wisdom or great grandma's wisdom in 100 years to come? This is beyond money. This is beyond where you're no longer here. If you go online, you will see so many of my content, but I've not even started. I want to teach everything I know. I want to give my perspective about even popular topics, something that people are used to already. I want to talk about them. Everything I know, I want to drop something. All of you still talk about Solomon today, because don't give me an excuse. When my papa lived, there was no internet. Solomon lived 3,000 years ago. That fine boy guy, king guy, wrote over 3,000 songs. Davido has not written close to him with Burna Boy and Burna Girl put together, and Whiskey, he was the name. None of them has written close to the number of songs that guy wrote. They still sang his song till date. 3,000 freaking years. Why? Was he the only one who could sing or who could write song at that time? Why was his own documented? And is living till eternity. So, you are a king and a queen yourself. When you're no longer here, something has to outlive you. And who told you you will live to 100 years? Who told you it's not tomorrow? Why not start today? So I want you to keep what I'm saying in mind as I continue to show you more things and we build something together on this masterclass. Even Mark Zuckerberg is not left behind. The guy has started to create content, has started to do stuff. He's no longer acting like a robot because all the money in the world is nothing. It is what you leave behind that changes everything. So let's come back to the planet Earth. If you have ever seen anybody in your field, or maybe your classmates or somebody that you have similar access, make more money than you, I want you to type 111. Either someone you are older than, you are smarter than, you are in the same field, you do the same thing, but they are making more money than you. Type 111. The reason is because of A, authority. Remember, we're talking about Glam Peak model. The G is global recognition. The L is legacy. The A is authority. If you can build authority, you are going to make more money than anyone else in your field. So authority allows people to trust you. People pay for stuff when they trust you, when they know you can deliver. All right? They see you as the go-to expert in your field. And the benefit of building an authority or becoming an authority in a field is that authority leads to influence. You are in demand. You have respect, and you automatically charge more. You automatically charge more. I usually like to tell the story of this guy. It's a medical doctor, Chinozo. He used to work for 3 hospitals together in Lagos at the same time. So he goes from shift to shift across 3 different hospitals. He's working hard. He has a prestigious career, but he was broke. Very broke. Until he began to build a personal brand. All right? And because of the brand he was building, he has now become one of the most popular doctors in Nigeria, in Africa, as a matter of fact. And it's not about being popular, it's about the kind of recognitions he has. It's about the kind of doors he can open. It's about the kind of amount he can charge. And it's about the kind of money that he has made. So that is a doctor. Sam, I'm not a doctor. I like to, I just don't know how to cook. Probably my own is cooking. That's the only thing I'm good at. When I cook like this, people will be biting their fingers. They want more and all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, meet this amazing lady who is a 2-time Guinness World Record holder, who was just an ordinary chef trying to patch her life together, and decided to do something interesting, build a personal brand. And today, she earns in 9 figures easily, even probably 10 figures now. I think she must have gotten to 10 figures already. I'm talking billion. She's now a global icon. She's just an ordinary chef. Remember, there are a lot of people, including Chef Dami. I wish I can manage that Chef Dami. Oh goodness. But today, she's no longer just an ordinary chef. Her restaurant is one of the most expensive in Lagos. It's online. How about this guy? Phenomenal guy. How many of you know him? This is Apostle Femi Lazarus. The other lady I just talked about is Ida Basi, in case you do not know her. Now, this guy went from one church to having churches in multiple continents, all within a short period of time. It's not the only one. There are a lot of them like him. Everything because of personal brand. Apostle Femi Lazarus have been preaching for over 15 years. Nobody's happy the guy. When the guy decides to build intentionally, now you and I know him. It's not only him, Jerry Eze, all of them, but contents. All right? So that is the power. You are broke. If you are broke or you are struggling or you don't have enough or your business is struggling because you don't have a personal brand, or your personal brand is negative, or your personal brand is 0. So let's go to the next one. I love this one, monetization. When you build personal brand, you'll be able to make more money. You attract money. It's like money go, they chase you. Even when you are not thinking about it, it will come to you. Even when you necessarily don't have a product to sell, different things will begin to come. People will begin to invite you to speak. You are not a speaker, or you are probably shy. But because you are there, out there, people will be asking you to come and speak. See that content that you made? Please, would you kindly come and be our keynote speaker? First time, yes, but you will go and speak. And they will do what? Pay you. So you pay speakers? Yes, they will pay you. People will begin to ask you, mentor me. You collect money for that. You can create digital products. You can have brand deals and so much more. This is minus your business, or minus your normal stuff you're doing. So it's going to bring a lot of money your way. If you don't believe me, how many of you recognize this guy? He was an immigrant guy in Italy from Senegal. He was a cleaner. This is what he used to do online. And today, the guy is a multi-millionaire in dollars. He's richer than most of your governors. Yeah. And he's just learning English. He can't even speak good English. So the next one is positive PR. When you have a rock solid personal brand with high level of content, the power to shape people's perception of you. Have you ever heard something negative about somebody, and when you saw their video or their page or some of their content, your mind began to change about what you heard about them? Has it happened to you before? Anybody? Give me 444 in the chat. You heard something negative about somebody, but when you encounter a content of theirs, maybe a video of theirs or something, you're like, no, now it can't be. It can't be this person. I mean, no, it can't be. Yeah. If that person ever put up that content or those contents that made you begin to doubt what you heard will stick. Anytime their name or face shows up, is that thing you will begin to remember. Is that thing you begin to remember. And the next one is influence. You want to hold a political office, very soon it's going to become the major determining factor even in Nigeria and Africa. But all over the world right now, this is the big deal. I studied the last US election so bright because it's the largest event in the world. Whoever becomes the US president affects the whole earth. The whole earth. I don't care which country or where you live. Whoever sit on that US throne as at today affect everything in the world. If the guy sitting in US, whatever, decide to go gaga, the whole world can burn. So it's the most consequential event in the world. And guess what? It was podcasts that changed the thing. In Nigeria, it's Nedu podcast we are doing around. It was podcasts. That's what made the major, tiny little difference. Why? Donald Trump's last son, Barron, my guy. That guy is like 2 times taller than me. Was the one who influenced his dad's campaign team, and asked him to appear on some selected podcasts that other politicians did not do. Joe Rogan podcast, for example, gave Donald Trump over 60 million views within 24 hours. Beat that. Within 24 hours. I'm talking a 3-hour long podcast. 3 hours. So your personal brand can change stuff. Okay? And finally, consistency. It can help you build what we call your 7-11-4 rule. And I'm going to get into all of that later. So, now that we know what personal brand is, let's quickly talk about what personal brand is not. Its importance that we talk about is, number one, it is not a logo or a website. Please screenshot this or write it down. It is not a logo or a website. It's not social media followers. That's not personal branding. These are some of the things that are needed for your personal brand, but your personal brand is perception, what they associate you with. Do you get it? It is what people associate you with that will make them pay for your stuff. It is what they associate you with that will make them take the action you want them to take. All right? You control people's perception, hence you control their action. And I just showed you some examples of how powerful this is. For somebody to create a product that is a poison and write on the product, this product is poison, it will kill you. And people still spend billions on a monthly basis to buy that product. Branding is, I wanted to say it's demonic, it's spiritual. All right? So that is really what branding is. So branding is not influencers or celebrity. Please get me right. The purpose of us coming here is not to make you an influencer. Was an influencer, I probably have 200,000 people watching me right now. So it's not about that. You see the number of those of us that are here. Very few, yeah? Great. So it's not about the crowd. It's about the quality of people that matter to your goal. Okay? So it's about becoming a key person of influence, not an influencer. Most of your influencers are broke, by the way. They are brokest. And personal branding does not mean overnight fame. So if you're here and all you are looking for is how can I be getting 1 million views on my video? Yeah, 1 million views. Please, this is not the class for that. Go to where they teach that. All right. So that's what personal branding is not. So what is personal branding? This is like a summary of everything I've been saying so far. Number one, perception people have about you. Perception that people have about you. Remember, perception is reality. All of those people that I showed you and I asked if they were good or bad, you chose based on your own perception of them. And that's who they are to you. All right. Number two is your unique positioning in your field. Number three is the proof of your credibility and value. And number four, a system to attract the right opportunities. Please look at all these things. If you understand it, please type 333. Perception of people about you, your unique positioning in your field, the proof of your credibility and value. Karabasa. And finally, a system to attract the right opportunities. A system to attract the right opportunities. A system to attract the right opportunities. Let me give you one story. I make content. Someone saw my content. They reached out and sent a message. The person bought one of my products and the person went through my product. From that product, the person got access to my number. And so the person began to chat me. And one day the person say, oh, there is a deal that we are doing with one of the parliament members, a politician in one of the Eastern African countries, and some guys in the US and some of our guys in Dubai. I was living in Dubai at the time, and they said, would like you to come on board and provide this and all of that. And the first deal they brought, I had not even met them in person. I was going to make $400,000 from it. You can press your calculator, feel free. It was a 30-day work. All I needed to do was just to contribute my expertise. And the transaction worked. My cut was $400,000, not naira, dollars. Can you beat that? Opportunities are looking for you, but because they don't know your address, you don't have any footprint online. Some of you are probably here, and I don't know why this is coming to my mind over and over. I just need to spew it out. You're thinking you are young. You are deceiving yourself. You are not young. Just know that one. All right. So let me ask you an important question. What really is your desired outcome from this? Think properly. Why do you want to build a personal brand? What is really your desired? I showed you 7 reasons you should build. But what really is the thing for you? It falls between these two. Are you in it for fame or you want to build wealth? Give me an answer. What is your desired outcome? For fame or wealth? Pick one. Don't pick two. Don't be Oliver twisting them. Do you want wealth or do you want fame? So I have one other question to ask you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You want it so bad. Okay. So let me quickly take you through what I call your brand journey framework. What I'm about to show you is the summary of everything you need to do to become a key person of influence, to build authority in your field, to become globally recognizable. This thing I'm telling you works. So there are places I've been to on this earth that because of the passport I'm carrying, they're supposed to show me Pepe. But because of my content, they have seen it. They did not show me Pepe. One, I used to, okay, let me say it this way. I have a friend who went to the US Embassy to get a visa and they were rejecting everybody. Just 2 people before she got to the interviewer. One of the staff who was like, I think the assistant consular or the consular herself, saw her and then walked up to her and said, "Are you not so and so?" And the lady was like, "Yes, ma." I was like, "I follow you on Instagram. I saw your post. I like them. Why are you here? What are you going to the US for?" He said, "I'm supposed to attend an event organized by the World Trade Center, kind of ministry of, what they call it, trade union in Nigeria, stuff and all of that." So, we are rejecting everybody going for that event because the event is a scam. But you know what? Follow me. They didn't only give her 5-year visa. The lady said, "You're going to help me go to that place and spy on the event and report to me if the event truly held." That was how they gave her visa. And they rejected every other person that was supposed to go from Nigeria because she made content. I've been to a country before that the immigration woman was a woman. No, was a man. There was one that was a woman. That one was flirting. But this was a man. They were rejecting some people. Their eyes were crazy. But the moment the man saw me, he said, YouTube man, I know you, YouTube man. Hey, when you come to our country, that's stamping content. I don't have 1 million followers. But because of the kind of things I teach, the kind of people that I attract are quality people in line with what I'm doing. So it's not about the numbers. I hold live streams on Instagram that there are only 15 people that attend, and I make 3 million, 5 million from that same live stream. I mean, the moment I finish, people transfer money. They buy what I'm selling. 15. I don't need 1,500 or 5,000 people before I get. So it is not about the crowd. Please get it right. Are you following me, guys? So, what is your brand journey? In order to get that desired outcome, there are 4 key steps you need to take right now. And I want you to pay attention to this, very important. I call it your brand journey framework. So, there are 4 questions. Question 1, what is your desired outcome? We already treated this, so I assume you already know what this is. Am I right? You already know what your desired outcome is. Fantastic. 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 So let's go to question number 2. Now that you know what your desired outcome is, what do you have to be known for in order for that desired outcome to happen? So let's assume your desired outcome is you want to build wealth. Now, what must you be known for you to build wealth? Think about that. What must you be known for you to build wealth. Let's go to the next one. What do you have to do in order to be known for that thing? We are flipping this. What do you have to do in order to be known for that thing? And finally, which is actually our first step, what do you have to learn in order to do the thing? What do you have to learn in order to do that thing? So let's look at it. These are the key words in each of the 4 questions. If we take it from the back, which is starting from the end, outcome, which is what we want to achieve, we have to be known in order to achieve that outcome. We have to do some things in order to be known, and we have to learn some things in order to do. Do you get it? So you learn first, then you do, you keep on doing, you never stop doing, and you are known for what you do. Then the moment you are known, your outcome begins to materialize. Your outcome begins to materialize. So let's start with the first step. Learn. Are you ready, guys? Learn, do, known, outcome. Learn, do, know, outcome. So what do you need to learn? I'm going to share some things with you. After those things, you're going to begin to do, and then you'll be known, and then you're going to get the outcome you want. Please don't go further with us here if you do not have a desired outcome. Please, if you have a desired outcome already, I want you to please type 999 for me in the comments. Let me be sure. Why do you want to be the personal brand? Do you have a desired outcome? From the Glampy framework that I gave to you, I gave you 7 reasons, anyone, and I gave you 2 main reasons. Do you want to be famous or do you want to build wealth? So for all of you who are typing 999, you have a desired outcome. In order to have that desired outcome, you need to be known for something. In order to be known for something, you have to be doing something. In order to do something, you have to learn. So what do you have to learn? Ladies and gentlemen, how do you build a $100,000 to $1 million annual recurrent revenue with your personal brand? So I do not teach personal branding to become famous. I am, what they call it now? I like to stay indoor, introvert, ambivert. I think I'm an ambivert, but maybe it's a little bit towards the introvert. But a lot of people do not know, they don't believe, because I do content, I talk, I teach, I do stuff, I go out. But I've made billions of naira because I do that. A friend of mine came to visit me in the study, I think 15 minutes before I started class. I was finalizing some of the work I was doing before the class. So I was prompted by my team that it was time for the class. So I quickly said, oh yeah, let's come and teach master class. And it's been 15 years in the bank. And we were talking, and I mentioned that the, what they call it now, the bill that I pay in this house, I'm currently in Lagos. I'm not even in Dubai, I'm in Lagos. This house that I'm staying, which is a 5-bedroom duplex in Lekki, what we spend per month to keep this house together is almost, let's just say, is a little bit above the salary of my friend. Do you get me? Our bill, monthly bill, what we spend to keep this house together, is equal to the salary of my friend who has been 15 years in a bank. My friend works at the head office of the bank, not microfinance bank. Top 3 banks in Africa. Me, I'm still single. My friend is married. He's got kids. I'm a bit older than him, but we served together. We finished school together. So we have so many things in common. We've been friends for over a decade. But my monthly house bill is his own total income. And when you look at him, he's living like Joe. The designation he has nice car. I think he has 2 cars. He's living in a very comfortable place. He's doing fine and everything. But when I'm talking about money, well, it won't be strange to him because he works in a financial institution, but sometimes he sits me down and asks, how are you doing this? There was a point in our lives that I was homeless and I was squatting with him. Are you following me, guys? I was homeless. I was squatting with him. He housed me. There was a point in our life that he gave me his properties. He was moving to another place. He gave me his properties. So we had been he first me buy car. Yes, my friend first me buy car. The day he wanted to show me the car, I saw this pencil car, this Toyota Camry Pencil Light 2001. I was approaching the car thinking that was the car that I brought because that car was my dream car. As at that time, some years before then, and up to that time, it was my own dream car, a 2001 car. And my friend now hung from another. When I look at the car, I was like, why is this one honking? I was now looking for my friend inside because in my mind, poverty, oh my goodness. Until now, wind down, say, come here, Oga. He was in a brand new car. I didn't say Tokumbo. I mean, the car was made the year he bought the car. So that's how big my friend is. But his income, because of personal brand. I have tried every time, Oga, build a personal brand. You are good at so many things. Come and do this personal branding thing. Come and do say this and that. So we're talking about real results here. How do you build $100,000 to $1 million annual recurrent revenue with your personal brand? Now let me break it down to monthly. 10,000 monthly recurrent revenue business with your personal brand. There's a short answer. And the short answer is build your 7-11-6. If you can do this, you are good. The long answer is to use the brand framework to build your 7-11-6. So, what is 7-11-6? So, I was going to talk about it. That's what we're going to build today. Follow me. Are you ready, guys? We're getting into the practical small. Let me ask you a question. How many of you here wants to start building your personal brand right now? Like, you know what, fuck it, Sam, let's do this. I want to do this. How many of you? Give me a yes, I'm ready in the chat. How many of you like, this is what I've been missing. Like, I want to start yesterday. Let's do this. I'm going to release some incredible things to your hands right now on this masterclass. Give me, I'm ready. Show me fire. Forget the fire. Oh, goodness. Yes. Fantastic. All right. So, Google did a research some years ago and discovered that people who buy products online or even offline must have had about 10.7 interactions with the brand before they buy. All right. And there's this guy called Dunbar. There's this research he did called the Dunbar number, which is number 7, says that an average person begin to trust you after spending 7 hours with you. They begin to trust you after spending 7 hours with you. When you have spent enough time with somebody, there is a part of you that felt like you've known them for long. And I usually teach this in my class. I don't know, I'm going to still say it no matter what, that I don't know if any one of you are here or is here who have traveled on a flight for more than 7 hours before. Anybody? Anybody? Type 777. If you have ever traveled on a flight, okay, I have one person on a flight for more than 7 hours before. Good. Now, if you've done that maybe often and you sit in economy, except you do first class is a terrible place to be and also the best place to be. So sometimes it's good to do the terrible place because of the comfort that it brings, but the isolation is terrible. All right. I fly Emirates a lot. I think I've flown Qatar first class twice, but all my first class is on Emirates Airline. And Emirates has this cubicle door that you close yourself in your cubicle inside the first class. So you can't really interact with any other person in first class. And most times people are not plenty in first class. There are probably like 2 of you, 3 of you in the entire cabin. So it's not a lot of people. But if you've ever flown for 7 hours in economy, you would have sat with people. Has it ever happened to you that you sat with a stranger and by the time the plane is landing, both of you are vibing like you have known for 10 years? Has it ever happened to you before? Give me 555. For those of you who have not flown for 7 hours before, you probably have entered a bus for like 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours before. Have you ever sat next to somebody on a bus ride? And by the time you got to where you're going, both of you are vibing like you've known each other like forever. Yes, that's the power of what they are talking about. If you are ever a lady and you have done one night stand and you are wondering how did this happen, me, pastor's daughter, children, how could this have happened to me? You will notice that the guy took you on the dates that made that happen did not happen at one place. So this is what study revealed, that an average lady will be interested in sleeping with a guy after 3rd dates. Go at first dates, go at a second date, go at the 3rd date. So guys now arc it, make their first date look like it was 3 dates in one. So they will first go to a restaurant, they will eat. After eating, they'll probably go and shop. After shopping, they will go and see a movie, late night movie. By the time the movie is done, the lady does not feel like I just met this guy today or this is our first date anymore. The guy already feels like a boyfriend. I'm teaching you bad thing. But please get what I'm saying. The longer the interaction people have with you, the more trust they build immediately. So if you're doing any business or whatever it is you're going to represent, the more of your content they are able to consume, the more trust you are building. So they discover that 7 hours make people trust people. 11 different interaction, 10.7 interaction make them buy, and they can connect to people across 4 major online platforms. Me, I made it 6. That's why it's called 7-11-6. So it is 7 hours worth of content. 11 different touch points across 6 platforms. So you have LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. The touch points, different kind of content types, short form video, long form video, masterclass, article, blog. This is a touch point. And you guys have been here with me for how long? I think about an hour, 30 minutes. That's how long you've been here with me. So the question is, if you are looking for a product and I'm selling the product, how many of you will buy from me? Right now, you're looking for a product and I'm selling that product. How many of you will buy from me? Please type buy if you will buy from me. Let me make it clearer. Like, before this masterclass, you may be thinking, should I buy, should I not buy? But at this point, you are sure you would have bought from me. If you are looking for a product and I'm selling that product, you would have bought from me. Now, just after listening to me on this masterclass for the last 1 hour, 30 minutes. Why is Obaja saying one fun day? I'm giving an hypothetical situation that you are looking for a product. It could be maybe bottled water, and I'm selling bottled water. But you have options. But you might be doubting, should I buy from him or not? But right now at this point, because you stayed with me for 1 hour, 30 minutes, without any doubt, you're going to buy my own bottled water. Do you understand where I'm going with this? When people interact with your content, you build trust. So that's exactly what this stands for. All right. So the big question is, how will you build your 7-11-6? This is really just the main thing. Everybody needs to build their 7-11-6. It's going to take you years in some cases to achieve it. But even after you achieve it, you have to continue doing it. Okay. So let me introduce you to this framework. This is basically what I teach. Everything we have done so far is to bring us here where the main work begins. So I've showed you what personal branding is. I've showed you the benefit of building a personal brand. We have defined why you want to build a personal brand, which is your major outcome. I've showed you the journey, the roadmap that you need to follow in order to be able to build it. You got to learn first, then you do. And when you do, you are known. And when you're known, you achieve that outcome automatically. All right. The outcome you are looking for is a reward for some set of actions that you carry out. It is not just based on what you want to have. It is based on who you become that attract the things you want to have. Okay. So that is how it works. So let me quickly run through what brand stands for. These are 5 different steps. The first one, B, stands for build your core identity. So the journey to build a solid personal brand starts with your core identity. Identity, number 1. Number 2, which is the R, refine your digital presence. The place that people are going to connect with you, where they're going to find you, is online. Okay? A is automate content creation. This is the lifeblood of your personal brand, your content. And nurture your audience into a burning community. If you want to make money with your personal brand, you have to build a community. All right? You have to build a community. And D, diversify monetization, which is where you reap the reward. How do you now harvest the personal brand you have built? How many of you know Alex Omozi? If you're in the internet marketing space or you are doing any form of online business and you watch YouTube and Facebook, you probably have come across that gym guy that used to wear shorts and his lap will come out like turkey. That's the only thing I didn't like about him. Great guy, I like him. Phenomenal guy. I knew when he came out. I knew when he was following Russell Brunson. And in the last 5 years, that dude has perfectly modeled what is in front of you, the brand framework. I knew slightly above a year, above a year ago, when he began the content domination that took him to where he is today. And just a few weeks ago, he launched his third book and cracked about 2 Guinness World Record actually. But it's not the world record because they know they give money for that one. It's the fact that he generated $105 million live in 2 days. 105 million US dollars in 2 days. Don't try to convert that thing to Naira, your calculator will break. What he made online live in 2 days is more than the budget of many states in Nigeria put together. Let's just keep that in one side. All right. So let's start from the beginning. Okay, before I start from the beginning, let me just give you a little explanation of this. It's crazy. So the first step in building your personal brand is to first discover who exactly you are. What is your identity? Okay, who are the people you're trying to reach? Who are your target audience? All right. What is your brand message? What is your tone? So many beautiful things. And all of these are contained in a document called your brand manual, which has 15 components. So, if you do not have a brand manual, you are not yet a brand, you are still plain. So you need to have a brand manual. What is a brand manual? It's a document that explains what your brand is all about. Anyone that sees that document can work with your brand without being told what to do. It's easy. There's a lady, a powerful lady, who works for a particular brand through an agency, and then they were having issues with that particular brand they were working for, and she kind of told me about it. I was like, do you have the brand manual for that brand you're working for? She said no. I said, your company or agency doesn't know that they were supposed to have something like that, or what? Because all the conflicts and issues you are having is because there's no brand manual that you could have worked with that would have given you exactly what the person likes, what the brand is about, everything. You would have known it easily. So this is the foundational document that you must have. So there are 15 components inside. I'm going to run through all of them very quickly. And for those who are in VIP, you're going to get access to something that is going to help you build your own on your own. So let's start. Number one, we call it the brand overview. Each of these components are going to be questions that I'm going to be asking you. You will have to try as much as possible to be fast. This is going to take a long time if I want to break it down, but I'll do my best to break some of them down. So, brand overview. What are the key industries you operate in? For example, real estate, fashion, humanitarian service, etc. All right. What are the key industry you operate in? Now, you may operate in an industry that is red ocean. It means the competition is terrible there. There is a way to convert a red ocean to a blue ocean, which means if you are operating in a field where a lot of people are there, there is a way you can easily become one of one or become unique and top 10 in that field. What you do is what we call niching down, which means you define your customer avatar to the closest detail. You don't go broad because everybody goes broad. Let me make you understand what I'm saying. Let's assume, I think it's time to write something for you. Let's assume that you are into fitness. Let's say you're a fitness coach. All right. If you're a fitness coach, is it a blue ocean or a red ocean? Answer me in the comment. Is it a blue ocean or a red ocean? It's red. Why? Because there are a lot of fitness coaches out there. If your field is real estate, is it a blue ocean or a red ocean? It's red ocean. Why? Almost everybody, every fine girl in Lekki is into real estate. It's a red ocean. All right. Now you understand where I'm going. Now, how do you turn these two into a blue ocean? Is by saying you are a fitness coach for business executive who are above 40, who live in Lekki plus Ikoyi, who want to run their first marathon. Do you understand what I just did? Automatically, you are no longer just a fitness coach. You are serving business executives that are above 40 who live in a specific location and they have a specific goal. All of a sudden, you are the only one who is in this field. That blue ocean has become red. Do you know the benefit of this? You will be able to charge more money because of the people you are targeting. They will trust you more because they know that whatever solution you have is targeted towards achieving their goal. You can be a fitness coach for women who just have their first child and want to regain their summer body. Nursing mother just want to regain their summer body in Lagos State or anywhere in the world. All of a sudden you are no longer a fitness coach or a weight loss coach or a weight loss person or into a weight loss business because you have niched down into specific areas. Please, do you understand what I mean by that? Okay, so when I'm talking about what industry are you playing in, I'm talking about you not going broad alone, but trying to go lower and narrower as much as you can. Okay, so how would you describe the primary purpose of your personal brand? What is the primary purpose of your personal brand? We talked about our dream outcome. Our dream outcome is to achieve something by being known for something that we do based on what we have learned. So you are learning from me today so you can go and do and then be known and then you achieve your outcome. All right. Now, number 3 question. In one sentence, how would you explain what your brand stands for? All these key questions are very important. Let's go to number 2, brand mission. This is what I love. If I ask you now, introduce yourself, how would you do it? While I'm teaching this, I want you to try and type and introduce yourself. What do you do? Come on, give me an answer. What do you do? Type it. I think I need to put a gift to this one. Should we do $1,000? Who wants my $1,000? Type it. Should we do it? All right, Esther said, I'm a writing coach. Fantastic. Who else? I want to teach you something that I practically have not taught before like this. I want to say it in a different way. I'm an interior designer. Fantastic. Tosin is an interior. I'm a girl child enthusiast. Ooh, interesting. Who else? My name is Temitokbe, a website designer with 3 years working experience. Fantastic. a self-growth content creator that helps young people become financially free and grow personally. Unknown. Why is your name unknown though? But you say your name is Itim Ubuo. All right, but you didn't put the name. I help aspiring writer and writer become professional writers. An electrical product supplier. My name is James. I am area of Ito with a difference. I didn't get what you wrote there. Michael, graphic designer who helps authors sell more. I'm a teacher, writer, minister of the gospel. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So these are the questions. Let me read out the question. I'm going to come back to this. Oh, I help single mom become financially independent and live the best version of themselves. Esther, I like that. Fantastic. Ginika, Chi Lillian, a digital marketer, advertising specialist with strong skill and communication. Ginika, this one where you write it look like CV. All right. I'm a multimedia expert and coach, sharing daily insights to help youth grow. All right, fantastic. I'm a human capacity developer. I'm also a minister of God, of the God. Okay, good. Samuel Esanga, digital growth expert who helps small and medium-sized businesses achieve brand visibility and sales through digital advertising and web design solution. Fantastic. Yay, you guys are rocking it. I like that. Well done. All right, cool. The questions here say, what is the overreaching mission of your brand? What impact do you hope to have on your audience and the world through your work? What values or principles guide your action in your chosen niche? What specific problem do you solve for your audience? Why haven't they solved those problems before now? So keep all of that in mind. Now, let's go into the DNA of your mission statement. A mission statement should identify 3 key things. Number 1, your target audience. So when I say mission statement, it is what you do. Anytime they ask you what you do, it's about your mission statement. What do you do? Okay, so what you do should contain 3 things. 1, who you are doing it for. Be specific. Who are you doing it for? Number 2, what is the dream outcome you are bringing to their lives? All right, not the process, but the outcome. Okay, then number 3, the obstacle that is holding them back that you are helping to solve, or let me edit this, or your method of helping them, which is your unique selling proposition, what you are bringing on board that is unique. Okay, so those are the 3 things that has to be in your mission statement. So this is an example of how you could use the 3. I help X become Y without Z. I help X achieve Y with Z, using Z. That is if we're talking about your method. So you could have 2 versions. You could have a version about their obstacles or struggles. You could have a version that talks about what you are using to help them. Okay? So I help business executive become a key person of influence through my brand framework. Or I help high net worth individual build $1 million personal brand through without there's this one that I usually use then. how do we used to say it? Without turning to a content creator or turning to something more like that. Because there was a day I was talking to a client. I'm talking about person will get private jets. All right. And I was like, you need to build your personal brand and stuff and stuff. To this person, I wasn't talking about making money because it has made all the money in the world. I was like, you need to do this and that. Because of legacies. We're talking about legacy. It's like, I'm really interested. I really want to do these things. Yes, I see him give me a particular man that is like, I see what this guy is doing. I wish I could be doing it too. I also say, so I say, boss, I'm too busy. I say, sir, all I need from you is 2 hours in a month. Just give me 2 hours in a month and continue your normal life. Everything else is sorted. 2 hours, that's all I asked. I said, I can do that. I can do 2. I can even give you 4 hours. I said, 2 hours, that's all I need. And it get done. Now, the kind of people that I do work with are busy. They cannot content creators. Set ring light and do content stuff. So, the obstacle that is holding them back from building their personal brand is time, convenience. So, how did I overcome it? I came up with a structure and strategy that allow me sit with them for 2 hours in a month, and I can produce over 180 pieces of content from the 2-hour session that I have with them. It is bazooka. Do you know how much the first client paid? Okay, let me not go into that. But it was not small money, sure. It was not small money. So I help X become Y without Z. Now, the good news is I created an AI app that can help you write your mission statements. It will ask you a series of questions. You're going to answer the questions, and it's going to do it for you. I may still show you before we are done today, and I may not show you. And that is supposed to be for the VIP. It's like I give it to them for free. All right, but I still have a gift for all of you that are here today, nonetheless. So just wait and see. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Brand. Okay, there's something I wanted to say about this, which I think I've mentioned, but let me quickly say it and emphasize it so that you get it. When they introduce you, when they ask you to introduce yourself, what the person really want to hear in the value market. I'm not saying when your mother-in-law to be or your older brother, whatever Francis is asking you. I'm talking in the business world. Maybe you go for an event, or you're in a meeting, or you are on a plane, wherever it is, and you're meeting somebody who could become a potential client of yours, could do business with you, could even show you opportunities. Your introduction is about what you can do for them. What did I say? Hello? What you can do for them. What outcome you can give to them. The benefits you are bringing to the table. That is it. Now, the person you're introducing yourself to might not be your ideal target audience, but they may know who are your target audience. Do you understand? So, it's the benefit that you are bringing. It could be real estate. So, I help first-time home buyers buy real estate that will make them happy for the rest of their lives. I have first-time home buyer buy real estate that they will not cry tomorrow because of demolition. If you're selling real estate in Lagos, that has to be in your introduction. I help people interested in real estate get properties that will not be demolished tomorrow. Do you think people will pay attention to you when you say something like that? Because everybody who's doing real estate in Lagos are afraid because they are demolishing things. Abuja is a no-go area because Wike has dashed all the land to all his friends. So any land you are buying now, you are buying land that they may revoke tomorrow when someone else comes to power and say, hey, Wike stole all the land in Abuja, let's revoke all of them. And then you don't know anything. So if somebody is selling real estate in Abuja, I want to tell my prospect that the kind of land I help people to buy are the type that will not have those problems in the future. So it's about what value are you giving to the person that you're introducing yourself to. Okay, if someone meets me, depending on where I am, because me, I get plenty introduction, depending on who's asking, I ain't go make me know what I go talk. I was in a room one day, and the poorest guy on that group were like 6, 7 of us were standing. The poorest guy on that group was Vusi. And Vusi said, when it was time for him to introduce himself, he was a keynote speaker at the event, interestingly. So kind of everybody has seen him, but it was like, "Oh, we don't know you. You don't know who we're talking. Who are you?" And so he was like, I think it was second to I was the last person to talk. So the one of the guys talk, he said, oh, he manages hedge fund for some of the top Saudi guys and whatever. Another guy talks, if you want to meet any president in the world, I can get you an appointment with any president in the world in few hours. Another guy came, he said all the pipelines that was laid in, I think, Western Africa to Eastern Africa or something, that his company handles the whole thing. Another person came, he said the software that the top 5 biggest countries in Africa are using is his company that made it. He's the owner of the company that made it. Another guy came, what did he say? Oh, he said, yeah, all the street lights in Abuja, his company did it and all that. So he's into electrical stuff and what have you and all of that. And one other guy said something else, and then it was my friend's turn. So he said, he didn't say I'm a public speaker, whatever, for where. He said he's into venture capitalist. He's a venture capitalist, and then the round of investment that they are doing right now is $400 million US. And the guy was like, oh, and all of them now turned to me. Hey, my goodness. Why was I the last person? So like everybody just turned to say, and you with our glass of champagne. Hey, manufacturer, what am I going to say? What am I doing? Affiliate marketing? No. So you know what I said? You want to know? So I said I run an organization that is helping to raise 5 million jobs in the next 5 years across Africa. All of them pull out their cards and was like, let's have coffee. Let's. I was like, their father, what do you mean? That's what we're doing. We're raising jobs. Why? Because I run an affiliate platform as at that time whose job was to teach people digital skills that can use to build a business online, and they can employ 5 people each, and we are targeting 1 million affiliates. So if 1 million affiliate employs 5 people in 5 years, we would have created 5 million jobs, or say 6 million jobs plus my 1 million affiliates. So that was the thing. They was like, we've been trying to penetrate the young people in Africa. We need to work together. We need to Bagam, pass like that. So introducing yourself should always be about the value you are bringing to the person you are introducing yourself to. Even if you are not sure you have any value to offer that person, talk about the value you are bringing to your own target audience. You never can tell who they can introduce you to. You never can tell the opportunities they will bring your way. You never can tell the day they will talk to your target audience, they will refer you. And one referral is all you need. A friend of mine told me a story of a guy who was a friend to Tony Elumelu. And he came to Nigeria to visit Tony Elumelu. And Tony told him, oh, I was supposed to go to Abuja with Wale Tinubu. And that's the Oando guy, the guy that owns Oando. And we're taking my jet. So can you come with us? Let's just throw to Abuja. So they got to the airport, and then Wale was already waiting inside the plane. No. I think it was Wale's friend. So we were meeting UBA guy. And so they got into the plane. Tony was already waiting, and so they introduced themselves. So introduced the guys, my guys from the US. He's a Nigerian guy. He's lived all his life in the US and stuff. So what do you do? Said, oh, he's into HR consulting, does trainings and stuff in HR. Said, oh, wow, that's nice. Would you come and train us in UBA and all? So why not? I can do that. So, okay, cool. So he wrote a check for 5 billion and gave him immediately to train them for 1 year. Did you hear me? 5 billion straight. Bang, 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 boost. And some people will run now, they will create video. Hi everybody, if you are struggling with whatever, we can train you. Just click the link below, click the learn more button below. After all of that, one referral, 5 billion, bam, straight. No stress, no nothing. Just one referral. Just one referral. A friend of mine called me recently and said, he works in a bank. I have plenty people in the bank. I said, I work at the head office now. There's this project thing we want to do. We're looking for ideas. Can you help me with something and all of that? So I gave him something, and that stuff created a project of $50 million for that bank immediately. $50 million. Referral. So the person you're introducing yourself to may not be your ideal customer, but it's good that they know who your ideal customer is and the benefits you are giving to them, ideal audience or your target audience, your persona. We're going to talk about this soon. All right. So it is very important. Do you get it? All right. So I have created a process that can help you get your perfect mission statement. You can even have multiple versions depending on who you are talking to. And when you say it to them, so we'll talk about that later. So I talked about brand vision. What long-term goal do you have for your brand? How would you like your brand to be perceived in the next 5 to 10 years? What legacy do you want to leave in your chosen niche? And then we talk about core value. These are just your value. Answer these 3 questions. What are the 3 to 5 most important values that define your brand? Remember, it's personal brand we're talking about now. So we're talking about that defines you. Okay. How do these values influence your decisions and the way you interact with clients or communities? Excuse me. The next question, how do these values manifest differently in your chosen field? Okay. Now, this is the second big one. Remember, in mission statement, there are 3 key things. First one is what? Target audience. Second is what? Dream outcome. What you are achieving for your target audience. And then the obstacles that is holding them back, or your method. All right. Now we want to talk about the second big one, which is the target audience. Who is your primary target audience? What are their demographics, their income level, their buying needs, etc.? What common problems or needs do they have that you aim to address? All right? This is very important. So that leads us to one cool thing. It's called your buyer persona. Remember, the purpose of your personal brand is so that you can make money. People will buy your product, your service. You want to make money. That is the purpose. So it is very important that you identify the people that will bring money to you. All right? Let me ask you a question. 5,000 followers on Instagram versus 1 million followers. Which of the 2 would you choose? 5,000 or 1 million? Be sincere, don't lie, because I know some of you will now say, this question is tricky. $5,000. No, I didn't say rich. I just said 5,000 followers or 1 million followers. Which one would you prefer? Now, the reality is majority will prefer 1 million followers. But if I change the question and I say that 5,000 followers who are buying products worth $1 million every month, or 1 million followers who don't even buy up to $1,000 worth of products, which of the 2 would you prefer? Now, automatically, most people will now go and say, I want the 5,000. Why did I ask this question? It's so that you will know what is important to you. When you begin your personal brand journey, it's not about how many views I'm getting. It's about the quality of the people that are viewing my stuff. I'm going to talk about this when we get to content later, though. It is not about the crowd. Okay? I have students that are making money. I don't have a lot of crowd followers. Some people consider what I have, the 30, 40 something thousand per platform. They consider it as crowd. Yeah, for me, it's nothing. It's not crowd. But the reality is, those same number of people every year brings me 9 figures to 10 figures. Every year for consistently, I think for the last 10 years or 8 years, consistently. There's no year, even if I sleep, that I don't make 9 figures. I mean, hundreds of millions every year. This year, I don't pass them already. And between now and December, by God's grace, I will still do 1 billion. I'm serious. Some of you will be here when I will share the testimony. You'll be here. And it's not about the crowd. It's about this. There's something I know, guys. There's something I know that I'm sharing with you. So who exactly are these people that will bring money to you? You don't need crowd. You need real people that will shake body. I'm talking to Nigeria, so permit me to speak vernacular. All right. So, target audience, these are the important things that you find out. You want to spend time. We are going to 15. I'm in number 6. And I need to move fast now because I have less than an hour. How would you describe your brand's personality in 3 words? How do you want people to feel when they engage with your brand in your chosen niche? What tone do you want to strike in your communication? Do you want to be formal? Do you want to be friendly? Do you want to be authoritative? Do you want to be approachable? All right. And then we have your brand positioning. How do you differentiate yourself from others in your niche? I already taught you this. I said niche down. Just go for more specific target audience. And please go for audience who can pay. That's very important. What unique strengths or qualities set you apart in your niche? What do you want people to immediately associate with your name and brand? All right, your brand messaging. What are the core messages you want to convey about your niche? Is there a particular philosophy behind your approach? Tone of voice. How would you describe the tone of language of your brand? Is it professional, educational, reassuring? Is it entertaining, funny? Now, visual identity. This is what a lot of people call branding. Logo, color. What are your natural colors? All right, that you gravitate towards. Do you have a specific color gradient in mind or color spectrum in mind for your brand? What imagery do you think best represents your work? Do you have any idea for a logo or specific symbol you'd like to incorporate? What style of fonts do you feel? By the way, this font you are seeing is my personal brand fonts. I actually have 2 typography. So this one is Outfit. That's the name. Do you like the font? Okay. If you don't like it, now you sabi. Number 11, brand focus by niche. What are your top priorities in your chosen niche? E.g., for real estate, let's say you are focusing on residential or commercial, first-time buyer, investors, people that they have demolished their houses before. So you could do that. And then number 12, brand differentiator. What is your unique selling proposition? What makes you different or distinct from your competitor? How does your brand offer something that no one else does? And number 13, your marketing strategy. What social media platforms are you going to be on? My recommendation is those 6 that I told you earlier. Do you have any preferred type of content you want to focus on? Because your personality may not be video. For example, some people might not be able to speak and they still can build a personal brand. But me, I don't believe if you are shy, that should be an excuse. We can overcome that one. How do you see content marketing playing a role in growing your brand in your niche? So here you are defining your brand strategy. What kind of content do you want to use? Where do you want to use it? How will it impact the growth of your brand? And then we have brand guideline and for consistency. Are there any brand elements you already have in place? Do you have a logo? Do you have a color palette? Do you have your typography? Have you picked your fonts? All right, that you want to maintain? How should the visual and verbal identity of your brand be consistent across different medium? All right. Do you have any do's and don'ts regarding how you want your brand to be represented? Now, these are the questions that I usually work together with my clients. Now, if you were working with me, I am going to sit with you and we will answer all of these together. Then we'll use our expertise to put everything together and come up with a brand manual for you. Okay. So, but I'm just giving it to you so that you'll be able to get it. And the final one is your growth plan. All right. How do you intend to expand? What are your short-term goals, 1 to 2 years? What are your long-term achievements you want to accomplish? How do you see your brand evolving over time in each niche? Now, the question is, do you even know your niche? Let me see if I could pull something. How many of you know what niche you are in? What is your niche? Can you give it to me? What niche are you in? Beauty, fantastic. Okay, so let me show you a little bit of let me do this. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen? All right. Can you see the screen? Okay. So that about 6 questions that you need to answer in order to define your niche. And I am going to go through this. I am thinking I should pick an example. Who would like to volunteer? Raise your hand so I can give you ability to unmute. Okay, I have Abimbola Oshodi. Abimbola, please unmute yourself. Let me hear your voice. Hello. Good evening. You're welcome to my masterclass game. Yeah. I've always wanted to have those effects and say, yeah, clap for you. So I want us to refine your niche together. We're going to use a framework called Focus. And this framework is we're going to use AI to fix this. So let's see if this is still functioning. I couldn't go to the direct website. I'm using an old app. I hope it still works. So I'm going to ask you 6 questions. We're going to answer them together. And let's see what we can come up with. Okay. So the first one is list all the skills, the passion, the talent you have. As it's coming to your mind, just be listening. I'll be typing. Where did you go? She mistakenly muted. Please unmute. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Okay, hold on. English teacher. Please go ahead. Just list the skills, the passion, the talents. speaking, you're getting it now. We will get to the story part soon, but just the skills. Teaching, speaking, writing, content, creation. I don't write speaking already. Any other one? As a matter of fact, I can still write it. Publics. Another one. Okay. Mindset, coaching. Any other one? Marketing. Please, you need to improve your sales and marketing skills. Is what brings money to the table. Is what brings money to the table. Let me ask everybody a question here. You've all heard about the fictional story of the golden goose that make the golden egg. Gold is a very valuable commodity. If for whatever reason an angel appears to you and he gives you a golden goose that can lay golden eggs, and you're supposed to be feeding the goose every day, how many of you will feed that goose every day? If you will feed it every day, type 555. How many of you will starve the goose and still expect it to produce for you? Fantastic. So all of you will feed the goose because it's producing the golden egg that you sell to make money, to live a better life, a sweeter life, a smoother life. You are the golden goose of your life. You need to feed yourself, not with food, because it's not food that will produce the golden egg. It is with knowledge, all right, with skills. That is what will produce it. So you feed on skills. There are different kinds of, there are soft skills, there are technical skills, there are professional skills, there are different kinds of skills. Skill stacking is the biggest skill. Recognizing the skills you need in order to be at the level you want to be is the biggest skill. All right. I have friends that when they are broke, like they are crying, say, bro, they are depressed and everything. They can still buy a car. In the midst of their brokenness, they are still flying first class. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. There's something those guys know that ordinary people don't know. If somebody is crying, is broke, and he says, oh, I have to be in Singapore tomorrow, I'm flying first class. And you are broke. When you are not broke, what will you use? I mean, like, I don't get. So it takes it. So I need to begin to ask questions. What do you know, guy, that I don't yet know? What skill do you have? All right. So you need to stack as much as possible. So you have listed a lot of beautiful skills. The golden goose of all of this is sales and marketing. Abimbola, do you get me? And you said you are kind of, is the only one that you mentioned with a little bit of, it's not really my thing. I just dabble a little. You did, it's the only one you didn't say. I'm saying, while you were telling me the rest, you didn't say, I'm kind of teach English sometimes. Speaking, not really good. But only when you go to sales and marketing that you say, a little bit. It was the only one. And that's about how you see it. Okay, I know you know the value, but you still don't see it as a major thing. They say wisdom is a principal thing. See, in making money, sales and marketing is the principal thing. Anyone who's good in selling, regardless of what he's selling, if cigarettes can sell, you don't have your product don't have an excuse. If poison is selling in the name of cigarettes and people are addicted to it, your product don't have an excuse. Your skill don't have an excuse. You can sell it. Okay? So I had to say this using you as a point of contact to everybody. Because if I ask almost everyone in class right now to give me a list of their skills, very few. I'm sure we won't get up to 30% that will start with sales and marketing. They'll probably, the few people that will even add it as last thing. So please, it's very important. Everything I'm able to do today or that I've been able to do before now was because of my sales and marketing skills. For some weird reason, that was the first thing I learned how to do. Even before I could speak boldly in public, I learned how to sell things to people. All right. So it's very important. So whatever it is you're doing, your ability to market and sell is the principal, is the golden goose. It's very important. All right. Are we adding any more skill, Abimbola? Or we can proceed from here? Okay, fantastic. So let's rock this. Let's rock and roll. Question number 2. What activity or problem do you love working on, even if you're unpaid? I'm talking about things you enjoy doing, your passion stuff. So based on the skills you've given, what are the kind of activities you like that even if they don't pay you, you still do it? What energizes you and give you that fulfillment that you know how to do, love to do and stuff? Just give me anything that comes to mind. Okay. Selling. Yeah. So you can have sales calls on my behalf and I don't need to pay you, even if you make sales for me. You will do it because you love it. Okay. Now that's suffice. Any other thing? Yeah. Fantastic. Any other one? Or we can go with this. Making videos for content. Content. Okay. Yeah, I think this is enough. Or you want to add? Yep. Speaking in public, so definitely you'll be public speaking. Next time I'm doing an event, I'll invite you to come and speak, and I will not pay you. Are we good? You will speak without being paid. All right. Fantastic. Okay, fantastic. So let me give you one example. When if you're trying to build a career as a speaker, or maybe speaking career found you later, you became successful in other things, and people start to invite you to come and speak. If you want to make money from speaking, find a way to sell a product on stage, either directly or indirectly. Okay. The last place I think, could that be the last place I went to speak? I was keynote speaker. The guys, they are upcoming people, so they wanted to pay me a small change amount, even though they paid for my flights and then hotel. So they said they were going to pay me small money. So they wrote it in the invitation. I said, no, change this invitation, remove the amount. I will come and speak for you for free. If you now want to dash me anything, it's on you. But I don't need you to pay me to come and speak for you. And a lot of people don't invite me because they believe that I'm expensive. And yes, I am expensive. I want to charge you to speak. I don't know how much I'm charging right now, but as at 3 years ago was $10,000 to come and speak, minus flight, which has to be business class or first class, where applicable. That's what I will. But if you come to me and say, we don't get, can you speak for us for free? I will come. So, but a lot of people don't know that part, so they don't used to call. But this person, he said, at all, he has made money once. So I said, the money you're offering is not what I charge you. So I'd rather speak for you for free than charge you. And I went to speak, and after my speaking, while I was still on stage, 18 people came out to pay me 1 million naira for a product that I just talked about right on stage. I mean, I didn't come down. I asked them to come out. I don't know, is anybody here who has ever been in my public speaking? You've been where I was speaking in public and you saw me do that? Anybody? It's kind of a thing I do almost all the time. Not all the time, Shabo, a lot of times. And they will come. Most times, 10 people, all the 10 will come and they come and pay the amount, which is always in either $1,000 or more than $1,000 a million. It's always in that level. And all of them will come. And right there, they will transfer at the venue. So I ended up living with an 18 million income rather than, and they wanted to pay me 350K. Till today, the guy has not brought honorarium. and I will not ask him because I don't need it. So he's the one that is now like, sir, give us something too. Now I will not pay tithe from this money that you just made from our events. Aha. So I don't need you to pay me to come and speak. I will speak for free. And if I want to sell, I will sell to your crowd. Most time I don't even plan to sell. Maybe I'm halfway in the middle of what I'm teaching. And then I said, you know what? I think I can help one person, two people, 10 people, 20 people come out. If you know you want me to help you do this particular stuff and all that. And people are willing to do it every time, 100% of the time. 100% of the time. There's ever a time I did that people don't show. Even if I'm talking to students, like I did 2 different times in Ghana, 2 different times in Accra, Ghana. Students, my host was shocked because my host said they would do everlasting pitching. They will pitch for 3 hours. For people to pay them 50 CDs, they will talk. They will still not pay. Me, I just did 10 minutes of talking and people are paying them 1,000 CDs. Students too. So, anyways, that's just an extra class. It's not part of our personal branding class. But yeah, it's part of monetization and stuff, but it's not today's class. So, which of the skills do people often ask for help with? Okay, that's the coaching for public speaking. Okay. Yeah. Is that the next one? Number 2? Or this is just so overwhelming? Okay, so okay. Is this how to spell writing? I think I'm correct. Okay. Question 4. Where have you already gotten result, testimonials, or recognition in all of these skills and things that you could do? Wow. Fantastic. Confidence. Coaching for public speaking. Let's put it. I already know where your niche is supposed to be, but let's put the focus framework to test and see what it will give us. Yeah. So let's go to number 5. What's your unique story? Oh my God. This is the part that I usually run away when I'm doing it for people, but it's the sweet part. All right. What makes your journey or perspective unique? What's your unique story or background? How did you get to what you do today? Okay. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Number 6. If you are to turn one skill into a product, a course, a content channel, which one feels most sustainable and exciting to you? Okay. So let's see. Let's let this guy go to work. I actually wanted to do a breakdown to focus profile. So let's see. Fantastic. We're here. So this is your niche, recommended niche. Public speaking confidence coach for aspiring speakers. So this is the target audience. This is not your mission statement, or this is just niche. All right, this is just niche. You're already getting customer inside the class. Are you seeing the comment section? Somebody needs your service already. So this is the outcome, public speaking confidence. All right. So this is the focus framework. Everybody, please pay attention to this. F stands for fulfillment. Whatever your niche is must give you fulfillment. All right. So according to Abimbola, the user, she finds immense joy in helping others overcome their fear of public speaking. They are excited by the transformation they witness in their clients. So she is excited by the transformation she witnessed in her clients as they gain confidence to express themselves effectively. So she gets fulfillment after she is able to help somebody develop confidence. Someone with a shy before can now stand with confidence to speak. She enjoys that. Opportunities. There's a high demand in public speaking coaching, especially among professionals and individuals looking to enhance their communication skills. So it means that she can make money with this niche. Credibility. She has established credibility through her coaching for public speaking confidence, receiving positive feedbacks and testimonial from those who she has helped. Her 7 years of experience as an English teacher adds to her authority in communicating and teaching. Are you feeling me? Uniqueness. She started her career as an English teacher, allowed her to connect deeply with adult learners. That unique journey from teaching to coaching showcases her personal understanding of the challenges faced by aspiring speakers, making her approach relatable and effective. And the final one, scalability. The niche has strong potential for scalability through online courses. Now they are showing you how to make money from your niche. You can create online courses, you can create workshops, you can do content creation, which is what you like, that focuses on public speaking. Additionally, the user, that's Abimbola, can leverage social media to reach a broader audience, etc., etc. So why is this niche perfect for you? This niche is perfectly combines your fulfillment from helping other people, the clear market demand for public speaking, your proven results in coaching, and a unique backstory that resonates with aspiring speaker. By focusing on this niche, you can build a personal brand that evolves into a comprehensive coaching business, offering various services and products tailored to the need of your audience. Are you satisfied? Huh? Okay, fantastic. All right. So if you are on premium, the next thing we would have done is to go and build your content strategy. But before that, we have to go and do your mission statement first. But this is where I'm going to stop the stuff. Okay, what am I doing next? Okay, yeah. Okay, you can see my face. I would love to connect with you. I also coach, train individual and youth on multimedia. Okay, fantastic. So you're having a lot of people now that are interested in what you do. Imagine. That is what we're talking about. So if you had not come to this class, you would not have had the opportunity to have conversations with me. If you had not have conversations with me, these people will not know what you do and what you are good at. But because you put it forth, now they see that, I have a challenge that I believe Abimbola can help me solve. Do you see what I'm teaching you now, everybody? There are things you are good at, but now only you know. You have to be able to put yourself out there so that people can know and be able to help you grow and develop the things that you are doing. All right. Thank you, Abimbola. Let's continue the class. We we have we have for those of you who are going to do only those who are on VIP, they are the one that will get access to this software for free. It's an app. Others will not get access to it. Sorry, and I don't know, but we'll see something we can do for you people later. All right, number 2, we have just done the bio, and now we are about 15 minutes to the end of our 3 hours class. So I'll just brush this. Let me give you a few gems. The next one is refine your digital presence. So you need to have a social media presence. You need to have your personal brand website. You need to have a YouTube channel. Very important. You need to have articles and publications about you. It means that you need to be on the newspapers. All right, especially the ones that are in your field. If you are in business and finance. All right, can you hear me now? All right, thank you. Okay, fantastic. So let's continue from where we stop. Sorry, my internet went off and I had to get it back on, and it took a few seconds to do that. These are part of the dangers of staying in Nigeria. This doesn't happen in Dubai. If you're online, you stay online. It doesn't go, but it's fine. All right. Where did we stop? We're talking about digital presence. Let me be sure I'm live on YouTube already. YouTube, I'm back. Hello, YouTube people. How you all doing? Okay. So, okay, cool. So let's do this. Okay, fantastic. All right. Sorry, YouTube. All right, I'm back. It's cool. All right. So we're talking about your digital presence. This is the place where people are going to connect with your brand. And when you know exactly what your identity is, you know what you have to offer, you know all of the things that we just did. You know what your niche is, you know what your target audience are, you know what results you are getting for them, you know your method, what you're doing in order to be able to help them. Then the next thing is to position yourself so people can connect with you. And the first one is social media. The second one is your website. The third is YouTube. YouTube is not social media. YouTube is a search engine. Okay. So even though you're creating content, video content mostly on YouTube, it is a search engine. So it's based on intent. You are creating content that is tied to keywords that your target audience are searching, and you are positioning yourself as a solution to their problems. So YouTube should be a place where you share what you have to offer to your target audience. Okay, so it's very important. And I was talking about the power of articles and publications. You have to be on newspaper. Let people talk about you. There are people who check those things. All right, there are people who are interested in those things. Okay, so now your social media bio has to contain some of these elements. Number one, it must contain what your main skill and specialties are. your mission, your value, your audience, your achievements, your tone and style. So this is what your bio needs to contain. Now we have a bio maker. Let me just see if I can show you. Let me see if this is still active. Social media bio. Let me use this. Okay, I'm going to have to share my screen. This will be full screen, and then let's do this so that I can zoom in. All right. So the app has social media bio generator. But I want to use Instagram as an example to show you what your Instagram bio is supposed to look like. All right. This is like a 4-line bio, maximum 150 character. All right. The first line of your bio must talk about, I've not talked about the profile name. Profile name is another thing, but we'll talk about that later. But your bio, the first line must be what you do, who you do it for, and how you do it. This, remember, looks like your mission statement's formula. Remember? So, what you do, who you serve, and how you help them. First line. Line 2 will be your niche and accomplishments. All right? It's like social proof. All right? The third one could be anything about you. This is the only place you have to be personal, so be physical. So all of you who have a bio and the first thing you write is Jesus baby, it should be on this third line. All right? Nobody says you should not put it, but it should be on the third line, except it's Jesus you are selling with that platform and not your personal brand first. So bring your Abba's daughter, God's first child, let it come on third line. So anything you want to do, you can be a dancer, a badass cook, I smoke the roof, anything. Shebi is you. Put it on the third line. And the fourth line is your call to action. Is there some kind of gift that you want to give to people to connect with them? That you are going to put that in the link in your bio, but you have to give them a call to action for it here. Now, there was a sample mission statement that I did for this particular account. So I'm going to try and generate the bio now. So I'll click on bio generation. Let's see what it's going to bring out. I think it used to bring like multiple stuff. So the app can actually generate for YouTube for you, your YouTube description, can generate Facebook for you, can generate LinkedIn for you, can generate Twitter for you, generate TikTok for you, everything. All right. So let's go back to, it generates 2 options for Instagram. I empower new fashion designers to launch collections without fear or confusion. I help inspiring designers find unique style and voice minus the stress. All right. What are the number 2, the niche accomplishments? Help 100 pros designer debut at local show. My grad feature in Indie magazine. So this one is featured in India magazine. Collector of quirky fabrics, coffee lover and vints. Sure, you see. All right. So this one could not give the call to action stuff. So normally I will regenerate if you want to do this stuff. But this was a test data. It's not a real data. That's why it's giving this. So this is what you do with your bio. The first time somebody lands on your bio, they must know exactly what you stand for. It's very important. I want to show you something. Let me go and show you. Let's come to Instagram. It will. There are 2 things I actually want to do on this Instagram, so I'm going to need to open another one on a new tab while I still come to this one for later, and then I'm going to come to profile, and then I'm going to go to full screen, and then I'm going to do demo. So this is my Instagram account. This is like my main Instagram account. All right. What can you see? All right. this is my name. Forget the Sam Harvard personal brand expert. Number 2, let's build your personal brand. I added something. I don't know why this one is like this. Maybe it's my team. But it used to be, let's build your $100,000 personal brand. I was that specific. Now, accomplishments, over 600 million plus views for clients. Other things about me, real estate investor. All right. Get some free stuff below, right here on my websites. Remember, I talk about personal websites. So let me go to my personal website since I'm Kukuma opening it. I need to reduce this view so you'll be able to see my website. So this is my website. So when you land samharvard.com, what's big on your mind today? I want to grow my brand and monetize it. I want to scale my business. I want to make money online. You get started here. These are places that I've been featured in. I've had interviews on these TV stations. I've been featured on all of these newspapers. 90% of them, I paid to feature myself. Do you hear me? I paid them. And my copywriter wrote the story. And we gave it to them. So when people search my name on Google and they see some of these newspapers publish me that I'm changing the word somewhere, this is what is going on. All right. So these are some of the stuff. I have over 209 students in my community. I have students across 27 countries. I've sold over $50 million. I've made small money too. All right. Over 60 million plus guest view. All right. So that is me. Now, meet me. This is my bio, the one I was talking about. So this is my first lead magnet. Attend my next master class. My physical master class is 6 hours. The online one is what you are in currently, which is 3 hours. All right. These are some of the products I'm selling. This is another lead magnet. I don't think this button is functional though. And this is my audio book. This was the last book I released. I have 3 books that are coming up very soon. This one is the Money Chemical Equation. You can listen to the audio book for free. And then this is where you can book me to talk to me and stuff. This site is already old. I'm about to build a fresh one that is extremely AI driven. All right. So these are some of the things that you can do for your stuff. All right. So I think I get this. So let's talk about content creation a little bit. What do I need to tell you about content creation now? Because of time. All right, you have 3 kinds of audience. I think 2 kinds of audience. We have cold audience and warm audience. There's a third one, which is hot audience. Okay, so for your cold audience, that people who do not know you before, you reach them through your short form videos, Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and even sponsored ads. This is for cold audience. For warm audience, you reach them through your carousel posts, your graphics, your YouTube long form. This is the most important one. You have, your long form YouTube, teaching over 30-minute podcasts, website video, etc. So that is for your warm audience. People who are already interacting with your stuff. They are probably following you. They're probably in your email list. And then you have hot audience. These are people who have bought something from you before. All right. You can reach them through masterclass, coaching, mentorship, done for you services, etc. And there are more things that are here that I want to share. Time has gone. Time has gone. So I want to give you guys a gift. Would you prefer that I send you a specialized training, that's extra class, that talks about content creation for your personal brand? How many of you would like me to send you that? So the things I cannot cover in the remaining part of my slide, if you're on VIP, don't worry, you're getting all of these resources. I'm sending everything to you. All right. But I'm going to do a training that I'm going to make available to all of you to be able to get it done. All right. So, let me ask you this question though. We're about to close. But before you go, what will you do with what you have gotten so far? What I've given to you so far? What would you do? What will you do with it? Okay. So is anyone saying, Sam, I need to start this thing right away? I'm ready to take action. Is there a way you can assist me? Who would like to work with me directly? Anybody? Who would like to work with me directly? YouTube, Zoom, which of you? All right. Now, if there's anyone here, including the people that are typing it, I have good news for you. So the thing is, I want to work with 10 people in the next 3 months. Just 10 in the next 3 months. And I'll personally work with you to create the foundation for your $100,000 personal brand. Okay? So if you want me to sit with you one-on-one and help with your brand foundation towards your $100,000 personal brand. So all of these things that I'm teaching, we'll do it together. Okay? I'd like to introduce you to what I call the Personal Brand Accelerator. Okay? And what I'm going to be giving to you are interesting stuff. Now, before I show you all of the things that I want to show you, there's a man that is based in Canada. He does branding. Most of his clients are from Dubai. I used to live in Dubai. I lived in Dubai for 4 years before I came to Nigeria. And Nigeria wants to send me back away now. So I think I'm going to run out of Nigeria very soon again. But anyways, so let me show you the kind of price this guy charge for the same things I'm about to do for you. So it's Ray VN, brand identity design, $15,000. Brand identity design, 6 to 8 weeks. This one is 5 to 7 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, $20,000. All of these things, all the things I've been talking about. Landing page design, $15,000. Website design, $30,000. Are you seeing it? These are some of the clients this guy has worked with. Dubai Police, you can see. He has some other stuff too, and all of that. So I just wanted to give you a perspective of what you're about to get. So I want to help you do your brand manual, which is the major document you need for your brand foundation. So if you're here, you don't want to go and do try and error, you want to be part of the 10 people who work with me directly, you will be getting that. And the value of that is $25,000. Please, I hope you realize that I am not cheap. And realize that we're about to make $100,000 for you. All right, so keep that in mind. Number 2, you get your personal brand website. I will personally work with my team to build your website for you. Number 3, and this is worth $20,000, by the way. That's the original value. That's why I didn't put the amounts, because I'm not going to collect this kind of money from anybody on this call today. The third thing is, my team and I are going to help you for 3 months. We're going to build your content strategy for you. We're going to help you generate scripts for your content for 3 months. That service alone is $10,000. As a matter of fact, it's $10,000 for 30 days. But this one is 90 days. worth of content. And then you're also going to get 270 viral hooks that are tailored to your target audience. So the question of you not getting people to watch your video, to engage with you, to buy things from you, to do business with you is a thing of the past. So all of this will be delivered to you. The price of that is $10,000, which bring everything to $60,000. Query is not much, just about 96 million naira. Not a lot. But like I said, I am not going to collect 96 million naira from anybody. All right. So what I want to do is for the first 10 people who are interested in doing this, going to do stuff. I actually don't have up to 10 people anymore. I already have 4 people from the last masterclass that we did. And I hope none of them are here. There were over 170 people online that day. And 4 of them took this at $1,000. I don't know if anybody was here at my last masterclass. You will bear me witness that it was $1,000 that they paid. So, but today, you are only going to pay 1 million naira only for this. And I wrote 10 people. I actually don't have 10 people anymore. It's only 6 people that the space is still open. So if you want to be a part of these people, then I would like you to show interest in the group right now. I might say, okay, why not in Nigeria Naira? I've done it in Naira or Chimeze. Yes, I've done it in Naira. So for just 1 million naira. Now, somebody is saying, Sam, what if I can't have all the money right now? Can I pay instrumental? Is anybody interested in this? First of all, respond to me in the chat. Anybody? Chimeze, yeah, you're going to be able to do in Naira. Please type interested in the comment section if you would like to be part of these 6. 1. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, great. So let's do this. So yes, the good news is you can do installment payments. All right. So I'll be giving you opportunity to spread your payment over the 3 months period of the project. So you don't have to pay everything at once if you do not have everything at once. I did the same thing for the people at the last masterclass, so it's only fair that I give people that opportunity as well. You have a total of 4 installments across 3 months period for you to be a part of this. And I'm going to be dropping a link right now on the group that I want you to follow that link right away. That link is going to take you to a page where you'll be able to type in the amount you want to pay for your first installment if you're doing installments. But if you want to do the full payment, you select full payment and you go for it directly. I'm going to be doing the same thing on YouTube. I think YouTube people, do you have it already? So I want you to visit there right now and make your commitments immediately. Okay, we have only 6 slots, so as many of you that can do that. So the moment your payment is completed, you're going to be able to send a message to my team, and then they are going to get some details from you. They will use this detail to prepare your contract, and then after your contract, you're going to book an appointment, and you and I will be on a Google Meet one-on-one. And I will be giving you access to the software. There's a special software that we have in VAD Media that we're going to use to build your brand manual. I'm going to give you access to it. You're going to work on it, and then we'll take it from there. The whole process is going to be shown to you, and you get it. Please, this offer is only available inside this class. After we close this class now, you cannot get it anymore. You have to go and do things on your own after that. So, any question so far on everything I've taught or on the offer or whatever? Those who want to take the offer, please go to the page right now. All right. I'm going to email everyone else the gift that I have for you later on so you can take advantage of it. But those of you who want to be part of this, you can go on with it. Now, if you have a question, you can raise your hand or you can type it. Any of the two that you like. Fantastic. Any question? Is there any hand? Okay, so I think we are good then. Summarize all we have done today. Why? Okay, Michael. Mike, you have to raise your hand inside the... there's a way to do that. Okay. So can you unmute now, please? All right. Okay. 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 You will need to find a way to link the two together, and you can build a YouTube channel for each separately. Okay. So your personal brand is all of that, but your expression would have to be niched down as much as possible. Okay. So there will be a channel where you do what's it called now? Faith-based thing, spiritual-based thing. Whatever it is that is your message as a pastor, you have a channel where that's what you do, more or less like you are teaching Bible study. Okay. So everybody that is coming to you, they are coming based on faith-based stuff. They have nothing to do with your graphic designer skill. But they will also know, because while you are teaching them Bible study, you will use analogies to mention something about graphics and stuff that you do. All right, so that is there. And some of them will find your graphics channel and still follow you and consume what you have to offer in that stuff. Then let me give you something you did not pay for, maybe because you're a pastor. You cannot afford to be a graphics designer. You have to evolve to be a brand consultant. Do you hear me, sir? So here's what I mean. 2006, I think, 2006 or 16, one of the two. I used to do graphic design. And then I got connected to a mentor, Mr. Leke Elder. And while learning from Leke Elder, my perspective started to shift that I'm not a graphic designer. All right? I am supposed to be more than this. I'm a brand person. So I contacted the man that just started a big business. And I said when I saw their logo, I said, this is a terrible logo. Let me do a good logo for them. So I made the logo without them sending me. And then I requested to have an audience with the guy. He wasn't big yet, so he was approachable. And I approached him. I said, I made this logo for you. This and this and this and these are the stuff and everything. And I sent him a PDF document titled Brand Manual for the name of the company. And he looked at it, said he loved it. He was like, how much? And I said, 350,000. He shouted, Chineke. I said, yes, because of the brand manual, the Pantone reference, the whatever. I said, no problem, I will pay. And he paid me 350K. I went to a printer shop and I saw a boy using Corel Draw to do a logo. The guy is so good. The logo was so beautiful. I approached him. I said, how much is this logo? How much are you charging the client you are doing this so fine logo for? He said, 5,000 naira. And I pulled up my phone, showed him a picture of the logo I designed. I said, I designed this. Guess how much I collected? He said, 10K. I said, no, 350K. He shouted, how? I said, because you're a graphic designer I'm a brand consultant. The name we call ourselves determines the kind of value people place on what we have to deliver. People will price a graphic designer. A lady reached out to me recently, I think 2 weeks ago, and said she's looking for something. Do I know anybody that can design logo for her? That she wants to make a logo for her business. I said, why are you making a logo? She said she's rebranding. I said, VAD Media is branding we do now. We can do everything for you. She said, Sam, you are too expensive. I cannot. So I say, relax. Is it not business you want to build? Is it not profit you want to make? So what are your goals? What is in 1 hour? By the time we're done, this lady transfer 1 million. He say, hold it first for logo. So one of the things and benefits you get when you talk to me directly is that shift in mindset that lets you know that a lot is possible. You can make money that will shock you. I've told stories of a man who reached out to me to do video for him in 2019. Yes, 2019. He wants to do video for 60K. I told him 100K. I used to do marketing video back then. I told him 100K, and he said, let's do 80K after a lot of. I said, Oga, let me do sales funnel for you instead of video. He said, which one is sales funnels? I explained. While I was explaining, I kept saying, sir, but it's very expensive. He will say, no, continue. I will talk small. I said, but it's very expensive. He will say, continue, tell me more. And eventually he says, so how much? I said, because it is you. I will charge 1 million naira. I said, please let me pay 500. I said, on one condition. If I will clone it for 10 of your leaders, so I will collect 500K in 10 places, 5 million. The man sent me 4.7 million. From 60K to 4.7 million. The same man. So the people who are going to approach you as a graphic designer with 50K, 100K job, they also have ability to pay someone like me 200 million, 100 million, 50 million for another kind of job. Why? Because I didn't sell myself as a graphic designer. So you are not a graphic designer. You are a brand consultant. All right. So you help people tell their stories through visual elements. You understand human psychology and how they relate with visual. You understand that one image tells a story 10,000 times more than words. So you are a creative director that brings people's idea into a graphical picture. That can be the difference between 10 naira and 10,000 naira. It can be the difference between 10,000 naira and 10 million naira. That is what you bring to them. So with your visual storytelling, your ability to tell stories, you are able to create a brand for yourself that is bigger than just a graphic designer. Do you understand, sir? All right, fantastic. All right. You're welcome. Thank you. So Lillian is asking a question. My question is, if you're zealous and willing to build a personal brand, but you are battling with consistency, what would you do about it? I have a model that I teach my direct clients. It's called the CCC model. One is convenience, the second is consistency, and the third is conformity. There is something you need to be able to do, all right, that will change your content game. Like I said, all you really need most times for a busy professional is 2 hours a month and you are good. 2 hours a month and you are good. All right. With all the things that you are doing. So you can be able to do that and learn. Just stay close. When we get into content, I'm going to share how you can be able to overcome inconsistency. It's being able to have a very simple strategy that you can work with that is going to really help you. All right. Grace said, I wish I have the money. Okay, I actually have a program that I'm going to send you a message about that will teach you. All right, congratulations, Tosin. Tosin has paid. Congratulations. So we have 5 more slots. Who else is paying? Please indicate if you have made payments so that we'll see yours as well. Indicate. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to send you guys a training that is going to teach you how to make money quickly online. never let lack of money stop you. All right. Never let lack of money stop you from doing the things you want to do. Congratulations, Abimbola, as well. So we have 4 more slots left. So if you're taking this, let's rock and roll. So I'm going to send you something via email. Check your mail after the class. It's going to teach you how to make money very fast, like in 24 hours. It's going to teach you how to make money. How can we gain attention to our brand via the internet? That's exactly what I've been teaching. Case teaches, I think you came a bit late. I guess that might be the thing. But that's all I've been teaching. So VIP is $100. That's 150,000 naira. But those of you who are taking the brand accelerator, don't worry, you have all the benefit of the VIP. You have the VAD AI, you have the replay, my slide, everything. You have all of those things given to you as well. So you have access to it. But if you cannot afford the brand accelerator, please don't talk outside, because the people that came before you paid the $1,000. That's 1.6 million naira. So so that they will not feel bad. So you get access to all of that, ladies and gentlemen. I have spent 24 minutes longer than the time that we are supposed to have, Abby. Yes, we have done 3 hours 20 something minutes. So please permit me to close the class. I have a question. Someone passionate about building a brand around copywriting, financial literacy, and creative. How will they balance it? Yes. I definitely can't teach the class right now, but when you have multiple things that you are good at, you project the one that bring the money first. Then you do the rest as a hobby. You say copywriting, financial literacy, clothing brand. So the person is selling clothing brand. Clothing brand can sell without you, but your personal brand can point to it. So you can build content around financial literacy. You use your copywriting skill to write your scripts. All right. And while you are talking about financial literacy, people want to learn different ways to make money. There will be businesses that will be attracted to you, that you can now sell your copywriting skill to them to help them write a sales funnel, to help them do something with your copywriting skill. So somehow you're able to tie these 3 things together. And when you are doing your video, you take a short commercial break and talk about your clothing brand. Say this video is sponsored by Bethel's Clothing. If you want to look good and look great, buy Bethel Clothing. Welcome back, everyone. As I was saying, you see what I just did? So you are pointing to all the things that you're doing at once. All right. It is your person that is attracting people. All the things you do are now secondary. Okay. So you can point to them from the things that you have ability to do. Is that clear, Bethel? All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope you had fun and great time. All right. So I'll see you all on the inside. Thank you.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish. There won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr.
Yes.
Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your hands together.
or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.